So AI, in fact, can be just like a child brain. Okay, what does I mean? So now imagine you need to teach a child what a cat is. I'm pretty sure that you don't give a textbook with the pictures of the cat. So basically, what you are going to do is you are going to point to various animals, and you probably will tell the kids whether this is a cat or whether that is not a cat. So basically, over the time, the child brain actually identified the pattern. Okay, for example, the cat has whisker, hair, fur size, and basically certain behavior, and they actually build a model of catness. So therefore, it can be identified the cat even though it has not really seen it before. So let me come into the components of artificial intelligence. Okay, so AI, in fact, is a field of computer science that is actually dedicated to create system that is capable of performing tasks that is typically require human intelligence. There are five main components of AI. For this video, I probably can only cover the first two, which is the learning and reasoning. We also have problem solving, perception, and language understanding. Let's come to the learning first. Okay, so basically, in short, there are actually three types of learning: artificial learning, machine learning, and deep learning. Okay, so for learning is basically the most fundamental of modern AI. What is learning? Okay, so learning is the ability for a system basically will be able to inquire and basically improve for data and experience rather than just following pre-programmed instruction. So basically, in short, for example, you need to know, okay, the picture of a cat. Okay, so basically you have a lot of picture, and you basically the more data that you're going to have, the more accurate that you will be able to predict that is actually a cat. Basically, this is a process of learning. Okay, in more precise machine learning. So in simple term, okay, so this is how AI actually study to get better at a task. The analogies basically will be student that is actually learning from the textbook and pass exam. For example, a typical application of this learning of the AI is basically Netflix actually recommend system that is learning your viewing habit, and then based on that, they actually suggest some news show that you probably will be able to enjoy. Okay, it will be the same for YouTube. Okay, based on your habit, okay, basically YouTube will recommend the best video that you are likely to so-called see it. Let's quickly take a look on this diagram here. Okay, so basically based on three types of learning. For AI, okay, probably you will call this vehicle. Okay, so vehicle is a generic term. For example, vehicle can be a bus, can be a van, can be a motorcycle, etc. But this is what I mean. When they actually take a look on this picture, it will call this vehicle under the AI learning. Under the machine learning, it will call this as a car. And in more precise deep learning, okay, it will be specific, like saying that this is actually a sport car.